Hello, beautiful Pisces. Welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and today I'm going to be doing a beautiful reading for you Pisces. I need to ask you a great big favor, you guys. If you can share this with anybody you know, that'd be great. Like the video, that'd be great. It helps me exponentially when people go out of their way to be kind. Doesn't cost anything, but it helps me a lot. I appreciate it. Alright, so the three decks that I'm going to be using today is the Enchanted Dreams Tarot, beautiful deck, the Law of Attraction cards, and the Oracle of the Seven Energies. Now, all of these can be found on Find a Deck in the link. These are affiliate links, and that page is in alphabetical order, so you can find them all there. Today we're going to talk about your magic, Pisces. Now, what does the Five of Cups have to do with magic? Honestly, if you look at magic in any way, and you look at this card, it doesn't look magical at all. It looks kind of sad if you look at it. However, there is magic in that card. Everything that you learn in life, everything that you grab onto as you are moving down your journey, offers up some great insight and wisdom. It is no different for the Five of Cups. You see them looking at those cups that fell down, and you're thinking to yourself, oh, look at all that's, look at like everything that hasn't worked. Well, the thing is that there's a lot of things that do work, and this is what the magic of those experiences bring to you. What does work? This card came out. This is from the Law of Attraction. It says, within 60 days, it can be mine. As you give thought to your future, that may be 10 years or 60 days away, you begin pre-paving. And then as you move into those pre-paved moments, and as that future becomes your present, you fine-tune it by saying, this is what I now want. And all those pre-paved thoughts will fit together to bring you precisely the experience that you now want to live. It really does tie in to what I was talking about yesterday, Pisces, of knowing what you want in life by going, by looking at what has come before. You are pre-paving and planting seeds of things that you know will work. Your experience is giving you, I wouldn't say guarantees, but a really good chance at success. And that all comes from what was left behind. Okay? You looking at what didn't work and then using what does. And for some, it may look like magic, because as you go through your days and your life, you start looking like, wow, this person knows what they're doing. As your successes mount, you get one after the other. And to some, it may look like you have it all figured out, but you've been through it a few times to know what works and doesn't work. That's called breaking the cycle. And that's your magic power this week, Pisces. Knowing how to break the cycle. Okay? I'm going to take an Oracle of the Seven Energies. I've realized that I haven't been using these very much lately, and I felt the need to bring them around. Alright. Let's bring out a swirly card. I left the swirls on the back, so pretty. Okay. Time Machine. I love this. I love this. Exactly. Time Machine. If you could go back in time and tell yourself that everything that you've gone through would one day serve a purpose to ensure your success, to help you move forward, to make you even better than you are today, would you look at these in a very different way? Okay? You would see from the darkness comes the light, the fortune, the all-knowing eye. Okay? I don't need to read from the book. When it came out, it was very clear what this is. This is your magical power. I know to some of you are going, it's pretty apparent, Jane, honestly. People learn from their mistakes. Absolutely. But do they? Do they realize just how important that saying is, or how it truly affects their lives? Do you ever sit and think of everything that you've learned and how it had served you? The things that really hurt you, the things that you thought really took your breath away. Within 60 days, it can be mine. I like that. So anything that you start today in 60 days can be yours. And whatever you start the day after that, within 60 days can be yours. Pretty soon your 60 days will catch up to each other. Just remember that if you're thinking of a time span. Things that you plant today will come to fruition. So keep planting. Keep planting. So, this is the energy you should put into this beautiful magic that has been given to you. The Three of Cups. I like that. Again, the 3 is coming in a lot. It did that last week, I believe, as well. Or it could be this week. God knows. My brain, I just remember something about 3. It was last week. I think it was the 3 Grieves. Same thing here. You got the 3 Cups that are actually gifts showing you the 3. The time machine, the 3 of Cups, the celebration, the reconnecting to what you want. Okay? The Page of Pentacles. And the Moon. I feel like I'm having some deja vu here. I feel like I'm having a little bit of deja vu with the Moon and the 3 of Cups and all of that. I feel like I've seen this before. But let's go with it, Pisces. Let's see. The energy that you need to be bringing in. A reconnection to self. A reconnection to... they're pointing out the red ribbons on this card. 2 of those cups in the green. Green is like success, money, heart. The red is usually like aggression and red. But out of these trials, you may reuse 2 of these cups or these experiences to bring on success and reconnection. So it's like saying, you know, through failure there's success type of deal is what I'm hearing. The Page of Pentacles, all of these beautiful butterflies, and so much coming from this great ideas. Butterflies are about transitioning, they're about change, they're about things coming to life. And I feel that a lot of your magic comes from adapting losses into wins, all of that stuff that we were talking about yesterday. It's learning. It's a new way of thinking, okay? It's working hard to be the apprentice that's always learning important knowledge, okay? And getting useful advice and useful information to make, to turn bad news into good news, okay? You have the Moon. It's a card of perception. It always has been for me. It's a card of intuition, but perception. And you can turn your perception into something positive, okay? They can say the Moon is an illusion not reflecting its own light, but the Moon does reflect light. So which one of these are you going to wrap your arms around? And I feel this is what you're doing. You have been wrapping your arms around defeat. You've been wrapping your arms around everything that you've learned. and you're making it your own so that the recipe turns out to be what you want it to. Okay? So now what's the energy? What else can you put your energy in to help with this transformation of energy to turn it into magic? The Strength card comes out again. It came out yesterday. A lot of butterflies in these cards, I noticed. A lot of butterflies, dragonflies, a lot of flight happening all the time. I guess that's why I love it so much. I feel very lightness of being. Even in the Ten of Swords, you have dragonflies. Okay, dragonflies represent past loved ones. Okay, things that must die, that change into a different form. Again, it's a different form, but it's in the past loved ones type of thing. You have a sail. You see this one sail in the background. It feels as if this ship has sailed and it's done. The Ten of Swords is all about releasing that stressful situation, letting go of it. Okay? It's the opportunity to start over and not make the same mistakes again. The magic of learning from your mistakes is by not doing it ever again. Okay? Taking this Three of Cups and transform it into success, something that you'll be able to take with you all the time. You have the Justice card, and the Justice card is being fairly compensated. But I'm hearing here that you get fairly compensated when you bring in that compensation for yourself. It's in the mindset. It's in the way you feel about it, right? Sometimes you can feel gypped, and sometimes you can feel that, well, everything will work out. It depends on how you feel it and how you bring that balance in. Justice is about balance. Justice is about fairness. So make sure in this point that you are always working at learning new things and being the apprentice. Always bring that balance and that fairness in for yourself. So here you have the Moon and the Strength card coming in. I love the fact that there is a beautiful mountain, and again all of these butterflies coming through, showing you the transformation and the strength of being that you will find by just having this different mindset. You can be your very own inner power, your powerhouse of being able to propel yourself in anything that you want to. Very important that brave heart, that courageous, trusting yourself, that self-assurance within you, so that you don't look at this as I was wrong and my self-esteem is gone. Okay? You have to turn that into power. And that's always what this means. It's always what this means. Turn it into power. Turn it into something that you can use, that will bring you everything that you want in your life. All right. So, the last three cards is what Spirit would like you to pay attention to. Knight of Pentacles. And I'm not kidding, he's got a butterfly on his helmet. Almost looks like a moth though. Nine of Swords reversed. And the Five of Cups with the Five of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Wands. Okay. So, what I get from this is that this is a slow process. Turning this energy from one that doesn't feel great into something better is something that needs mastery. Where's my King of Swords? He's been coming in all week. It does need mastery. It takes you a while to get to that point, Pisces, where you can see a down cup as something of a blessing or something that has served you well. It doesn't happen overnight. Don't be hard on yourself if you feel like I'm forever trying to do this, or this has been so hard for me to do all the time. The Nine of Wands being underneath the deck is clearly saying that as well as I talk a good talk, like they say, I don't know how they say that, was it I talk a good something? Anyway, I talk a good game, right? And make it sound like it's just so simple to do. This is something that you develop over time, okay? You start learning how to turn that anxiety into something different, and you take one little step at a time. And pretty soon, well, you start looking at those up cups, okay? And if you look, it's almost like her hand is trying to lift. It's almost like she's, willing that third cup to lift, but she is now facing these two cups instead of looking away from them in this card. So it's a slow process, but it's one that's well worth it, because then your life starts changing. And I always say this and I repeat this, but you start seeing everything that happens in your life for a reason, even the really bad stuff. You start seeing the wisdom. You're not going to like it when it happens. I'm not saying you're going to say, yay, something terrible has happened. But you may take a moment and try to realize what the universe is trying to teach you, what your own spirit sent you down to learn, and how you can utilize it or learn from it to move forward and help yourself grow. Okay? They tell me to look at this Nine of Wands. Oh, I know why. The beginning of that transformation. Okay? It's that I've never seen in this deck. I've never seen, although it is black and really in contrast, I've never seen the transformative butterfly on this card. Which they're trying to tell me that sometimes it's murky and hazy, such there's a lot of, it seems like moss, going in between. So sometimes what's right in front of your nose is hard to see. Page of Swords is hiding underneath here. That page likes to twist things, okay? The Page of Swords, well, is there to remind you that things will go in perfectly, and that it makes perfect sense that you should be miserable. However, there are different ways of being. You can do a time in that, but you can use it as something that you can build on, or you can use it as a weakness that's going to hold you back for the rest of your life. Spirit always repeats the same thing. The magic in you, Pisces, and that's what we're talking about, is the ability to do the latter, to turn it into, well, no, the latter would be turning it into a weakness. You want to turn it into a strength, okay? You want to turn it into something that you're going to be able to use and utilize to get you where you want to be and where you want to go, so that you're in full bloom and you're constantly planting and reaping the crop every 60 days. And as the 60 days, there's another 60 days. So you're always reaping. At one point, your dreams catch up to you and things start being fruitful. Okay, so in the middle is the Justice card, the card of balance, and pretty soon you're going to feel like you are gaining your just rewards all the time. It's coming to you, okay? Because you're able to take those things and turn them into something fruitful for yourself. So you see the Five of Cups at the end has slowly transmuted into something different. Okay, maybe slow again to get this balance, and because illusions are hard to turn. If you've been taught that the moon is just a reflection, and you believe in it wholeheartedly, that it is simply a reflection and that it doesn't actually have any value. Sometimes it's hard to look at it and say, yes, but it's still reflecting light. It still acts like a great big bulb in the sky. Okay, so it's hard sometimes to switch it, and it's a long road ahead to change your mind to certain things. But it does happen, and it will change. Okay? Alright, so Pisces, this has been your reading for this morning. I am going to do your extended later. I hope you can join me then. And we're going to look at what Spirit wants to tell you about your magic power of using all of this beautiful wisdom that you've accumulated through time. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and blessings, Pisces. Make sure to like this video before you take off, and I will see you later.